Welcome back to my kitchen. In case this is the first time you're stopping by, my name is Gina and I am a wife and mother, and I like to make fresh meals for my family every day and post the videos here to my YouTube channel. So today for dinner we're going to be having Crockpot chicken taco chili, which is one of my favorite recipes from Skinnytaste.com. Fellow Gina Homolka has really good recipes. They are usually low calorie, high protein, low carb type of deals, and they just help me when I'm trying to stick to my diet, which I'm trying to do right now. So I will link her video, or excuse me, her recipe in the description below, and I highly recommend checking out her website. And I have to be at work in like an hour and a half, so let's jump right into the ingredients because I don't have time to be messing around. So we are going to be using a package of taco seasoning. I don't prefer this brand. This is just what they substituted out in my grocery delivery. So if possible, I like McCormick. That's what I would recommend. We have 3 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. We have some frozen corn on the cob, a small onion that I will dice up, and then the rest is just dumping stuff in. So this is the only thing that I changed out in the recipe. It just calls for 1 teaspoon of regular chili powder, but since there's regular chili powder in the taco seasoning mix, I thought I'd be a little fancy and use ancho chile powder. So that's what I'm using there. We'll be using some additional cumin because 1 taco seasoning package for all of this stuff it's a lot of stuff, so it will be a little bit bland. So I'm assuming that's why she has us add the extra seasoning. And then we're going to be using Goya. Goya is my favorite brand of beans because it has the highest like bean to water ratio inside of the package. Like these are full of beans. So 1 can of black beans drained and rinsed, 1 can of dark red kidney beans drained and rinsed, a 4-ounce diced green chiles, a 8-ounce tomato sauce, and a 15-ounce diced tomatoes and green chiles combined tomato dealio. So let me go ahead and get my cans opened, get the chicken taken out of its plastic, and chop up that onion. I'm not going to do a time lapse for this prep because I don't. Okay, so I have our onion diced up. I'm sorry, it is so gloomy here in Chicago. Like, look, another day of just nasty. But such is February. Anyways, it's a little hard to see in here, but I have the diced onion. I have 10 ounces of the corn, which it called for a 10-ounce package, but mine was a 14-ounce package, so I just left like that much in there. And then our drained and rinsed beans, and then a tablespoon of ancho chile powder, and then it called for a whole tablespoon of cumin, but I just think that that's a ridiculous amount of cumin to add to this dish. Like, it's a lot of freaking cumin. I mean, there's cumin already in this taco seasoning, so I did half of a tablespoon, but do what you want. So we're gonna get dumping with the rest. So let's add in our petite tomatoes and chilies, our red gold tomato sauce, and more diced green chilies. I'm on the fence with saying chiles or chilies, you know what I mean? Because I'm white, and my husband's like Mexican, but like from Mexico. So like when you're cooking Mexican food, it's chiles, but then like, am I being like Giada De Laurentiis, like spaghetti? Like, maybe we're just gonna say chilies because this is an American thing. Moving on. Oh man, I should have ripped this open, so bear with me. I'm gonna teeth this open right now. Okay. Do not use your teeth as tools. My dad has been telling me that my whole life, and I am a dental professional, so just pretend I didn't do that. Now we're gonna go ahead and get everything mixed up. Smells really good. Man, I really could use some extra light in here. Let's see if I can get it to lighten up a little bit. Okay. So this smells delicious. Looking good. we're gonna go ahead and spread that out. And then I have removed the chicken from its packaging, and I have washed them, of course. And then we're just gonna try to snuggle this chicken underneath the mixture. So, sorry, I'm not looking at the food. This is what you get, people. This is real life. Okay, and then I'm just gonna actually use my fingers because they're close to me right now. Okay, so this is good to go. We're going to put the lid on it. Let's see here. What are we gonna do? And we are going to cook it for 8 to 10 hours on low. So, it is not plugged in. Hold on a second. Let me rinse my hand. Okay, so our lid is on. Our chicken breasts have been snuggled underneath the blanket of that delicious mixture of beans, tomatoes, taco seasoning, and all that jazz. And then I have it set for 8 hours on low. So this will cook all day while I'm at work. I will come home and I will remove the chicken breast. We'll get them shredded up. And then you actually serve this with hot white rice and top it with a little bit of fresh cilantro. So I will go ahead and make a video of that when I get home. So ta-ta for now. All right, it is 5:30 and I'm home from work. And this is what the Crock-Pot chicken taco chili looks like before we go ahead and shred everything up. I removed the chicken breasts from the pot and stirred it up. And it's going to be a little bit hard for me to show you with one hand, but this chicken is so tender. I'm sure most of you are familiar with like how tender Crock-Pot chicken is by now. But I mean, just with one hand, like I can break it up with a fork. So I'm going to go ahead and shred all of this into nice big pieces. I don't want it to be like stringy and gross. So I'm going to leave nice chunks. And then I'm going to toss it back into the pot while I get some plain white rice taken care of over here. So let me get it all plated. The audio went out here, but I just said plated up. Here it is, all plated up in its bespeckled glory. I didn't have time to plate anything fancy today or do any cilantro on top, but that is an option. It's just a nice big hearty bowl of tender chicken, different kinds of beans. You've got some veggies in there and then rice. So this makes a complete meal. I sprinkled a little bit of Chihuahua cheese on there. And we're eating it. My husband likes to eat his with chips, and the girls are actually surprisingly kind of eating.
Pretty good, right?
Pardon my kitchen. There's toys all over. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you could like it. And if you'd like to see more from me, if you could subscribe, I'd also appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and throw a couple of links to some other videos you might enjoy here to the right. And thank you and have a great night. Good night. Say night.